All righty, family. Hello. How's everybody doing? I hope we're doing well. I hope we're ready for today. You know, we're always in for a treat, right? When I come, we are always in for a treat. Um, I tell you what, everybody that come in, like and share. Like and share as you guys come in, okay? I'm trying to get my show to 500. Okay, I know I'm just trying to grow it, and if you're interested, like it. You know, that a like don't cost nothing. Okay, a like and share don't cost a thing. Okay, so I'm thirsty this morning. So if you guys like what you're seeing and like what you're hearing, why aren't we sharing it? Um, you see the topic. Wanted to talk a little bit about this because sometimes if you're a visionary, which I am, I see everything. If you're a visionary, sometimes other people, husband, wives, friends, cousins, daughters, sister, nieces, won't see it the way you see it. Okay, because God has given you the eyesight to see certain things, so you cannot not do what you were put on this earth to do because of somebody else. Okay, this is why when you first get with somebody or even with your children, you try to talk out your vision. Okay. Even if you're potentially going to marry somebody or potentially dating, when you see it get serious, you pretty much talk out your vision. You don't wait till after you get married and say, hey, I don't want kids, or I'm a traveler and I love to travel and I love to do this, that, and the other. You talk about that beforehand, right? And then that way, when it comes up, it won't be a problem. A lot of times I think we're not discussing stuff that needs to be discussed, and we're not talking about it, right? And we should be talking about stuff. And if you're not talking about things, then it's something going on. If you're not discussing stuff, nothing should be hid. If you're dating someone, nothing should be hid. Okay. Wanted to come on here and wanted to talk a little bit. We're going to discuss that too, but wanted to kind of talk about the ram in the bush. That's my baby. Okay. Wanted to you guys to understand what it was all about and why it was invented or created. And it was created because I didn't see anybody else creating a future. I didn't see any generational wealth being passed down. I don't see any generational anything being passed down. So I pretty much have come up with the foundation, Ram in the Bush, and we offer CDO classes, security classes, and everything is hooked on to something else. Okay, we're going to talk about a little bit about why I'm looking for a doula, and I really wish I could find one. And I really wish that Black women, instead of you being CNAs, why aren't you training to be a doula? And this is a service that's very much needed in our community. Wouldn't you agree? And like and share as you guys come in. Thanks for coming by, you guys. But this is a service that our community needs and we're waiting for, right? Why aren't we creating things that we see in our community that's needed? And why aren't we working together to join them? Why aren't we working together to get on board, even with somebody else, even if you don't like that person, but that person is building? It's not about you liking anybody, it's about us building. And we're not going to like everybody that we see building, but if I'm building a school or we see somebody else building a school or their website, and we know that YouTube is, or Facebook, YouTube, and all the major platforms are giving us problems, why aren't we building and creating our own? So therefore, we don't have to complain about their stuff when we are building our own. See, that's why I created the foundation. I'm looking for a web person, a person that can teach my babies how to build websites also. Then that way they can create their own website, and that would be our Facebook or our YouTube. Okay, it'll be BlackTube, or Black Faces. I don't know what you call it, but I'm just saying when we see that there's a need in the community, it needs to be developed. Okay. If I can't do it all, I promise you I can, but I do plan on doing five in financial. I think we need to have 5 streams of income, and I'm building that now. Going to be doing some webinars, going to be teaching people how to interview, going to be teaching people how to write resumes, and going to go live more as far as more encouragement, because we're going through a really rough time. And those are going to be webinars. Either I record them, I may do the job interview recorded. We're going to build the websites as far as resumes. I'm going to teach that, but I may record that and see people keep coming back. So I'll be making money when I'm not actually live. So this is what I mean when I say build, have 5 streams of income. You may go and see, hey, I want to maybe sell some products online. Pre-order them, show a picture on your Facebook page and say, hey, we pre-ordering these this week. Who's interested? It's different ways of making money. Okay. And that's going to be coming, building a website now. And I'm going to be putting other stuff besides Ram in the Bush. Okay, Ram in the Bush is my baby, my foundation. That's helping other people build, but also creating other things for myself to make money while I sleep. Creating a website right now. And I'm going to be putting products on that website. And you'll be able to purchase those products. Okay. And then also getting t-shirts and mugs and things for my foundation with working that out even now. So it's things that we have in working on stuff, things that are in the works. You may not see it now, but you will see it in the future. But it's time for us to build. I'm not on here just talking. I don't have time to just talk. This right here is taking up a lot of time because I have to come and I have to sit and I talk and for about an hour and a half. My thing is do an hour, but my thing is it takes work. You kind of doing a little research to research the program before you do it and come up with the materials. But I want to show you guys something while I talk about my Ram in the Bush. I'm gonna give you guys something to look at. Okay. I'm going to share. I'm always doing the sharing thing. Y'all bear with me because I was like, what? Okay, I'm trying to share my screen. Present. Is that it? Okay, share my screen. I want you guys to read this and look at this while I come up with this thing. Hold on, you guys. We're going to finish talking about the website, but I want you guys to see this. And I can't see your comments, so look at that and read that, you guys. This is educational purposes only. Fair use. Fair use, you guys, okay? It's for educational purposes only. Fair use, okay? I'm telling you, I've been getting copyright. I don't know why, but I'm just like, fair use is nothing. It's just, we struggled hard and long for the victories we have obtained. Yet there's something that troubles me deeply. For all the civil rights and all the things we've done, I have come to believe that we are integrating into a burning house. We have no choice but to become firemen. We had a choice, and the choice was not to integrate, not to come to their schools, not to go to their schools. That was a choice, but we made the choice, even though he knew that he was integrating us into a burning house. And that's where the topic came up. The topic was what? I smell smoke. And when you are partnered up with somebody or you're in a business with somebody, if I'm partnered, say for instance in a marriage, your husband has the front, he's looking at that area, right? And if I got his back, it's almost like we're back to back, okay? I'm looking at the back and he's watching the front. So if I'm back there in the back, his back, I got his back, right? But I'm watching. I'm on guard too. I'm watching to see what's he missing? What, because husbands, we get busy. Children, jobs, discipline, a lot of stuff goes on in their lives. I'm serious. I'm telling you, my hat goes off to you guys. I don't know how you guys do it. My hat goes off to you. But I want you guys to read that again. But we have to understand he knew that we were integrating into a burning building. We left all of our hospitals. And now what are we looking at now? We're looking at our women dying in childbirth at like 5 times the rate, 3 to 5 times the rate of any other culture. Why is that? And the thing about it, if we see that and we know that, why are we not doing anything about it? Why? I don't understand. It's blowing my mind that we see stuff as far as the schools, how they treat our babies in these schools and how the educational system is a failure. And we still don't understand how important it is to pull our babies away from them and to actually have our own schools. We have our own schools. We have our own Black schools, but will we support them? No. It may cost you money, but you want to send your child to their free schools and your child is being treated like dogs. And we don't care because we're being treated like that on their jobs and we stay, and you're training your child to accept being treated like a dog because we don't have a choice. We have a choice. We always have a choice. That's why I created Ram in the Bush. Because I want to show you guys we have a choice. But now the choice is us reteaching this, retraining our mindset to know and to see that we have a choice. It is time to do something different. We can't vote for the lesser of two evils. No. That's what he sounded like. He said, I have come to believe that we are integrating into a burning house. We have no choice. We always had a choice, but he couldn't see a choice. And nobody around him said, dude, let's not do this. This is not a good idea. Let's not do this. Let's go ahead and stay on our side of town and continue building our schools, paying taxes toward our schools, paying taxes toward our hospitals, building in our hospitals. We have our own separate government here. You vote, you run for mayor, you get things done mayor-wise. You run for governor of our area, our little state over here, and you get things done for us, for your people. Okay, you come together with them. And I don't understand why we have one government for everybody when we're not all treated the same. So my thing is, let them have their government. They can do what they need to do over here. And we should have had our government. We should have had our police department. We should have had our mayors. We take care of our side of town. Let them take care of their side of town. Because us coming together is not, and has never worked for us. Okay? We're still in that burning building. He left us in that burning building and we stayed. That's the sad part about it. We knew that building and we see the burning building. We see it and we stay. Are we to stay? Let me ask you a question. If we have children and your little daughter comes to you and says, Mommy, I'm smelling smoke. And she's, really serious. Baby, go lay down. It's nothing. It's okay. So you go back, you trying to doze off and she comes back again and she goes, Mommy, I'm really smelling smoke. And you go, baby, it's okay. It's just so-and-so in there cooking. Welcome, Forecast. Welcome. I'm gonna put the link in there. We're gonna do some talking today. I'm gonna put the link in. So if anybody want to come up and join me, that'll be cool. I'm coming back over here. I'm gonna stop sharing just so I can put the link in because I want us to be able to conversate today. I want us to be able to talk about this because I believe that we are in trouble here. And I don't think we understand how serious the trouble is. I don't think we understand how deep the trouble is and how serious it is. But I'm putting the link in here. And if anybody want to come up, feel free to come on up. And the floor is open. But I do have my little, I got my phone on so I can see. But I want this back. I know, yes, it's on fire. And just like your daughter, you say, for instance, your daughter keep coming back to you. Your daughter's coming to you, Mommy, I smell smoke. And we go, oh, baby, your daddy in there cooking. It's not smoke. It's just him cooking, or, your brother in there burning some chicken. But it's all good. So, but I want us to see. I want us to look at this again. Let's watch this. Look at this. Let's read that again. I'm going to keep this in your face because this is what he said. And we know this. We've heard this, right? That's okay. You go ahead and make that money. You make that money. Make that money. But you have to understand. You have to understand. You have to get this, family. Forecast, I want you to come off that job. I want us to come up with some ideas of how you coming off that job. You're going to use that as a stepping stone. We're not going to continue working on somebody else's job. We're not going to do it. We're gonna work. We're gonna talk. You got to come off that job, baby. You spending more time working for them, still ends not meeting. We got to come on and do for self, create our own 5 streams of income, and I do believe 5 is the key streams of income, so that you can make money while you sleep. Okay, but we're gonna talk about that. But I want us to stay focused here. I want you to help me to understand. I'm going to keep up my chat here. I'm going to keep that up. But he said, what did he say? He said, we have no choice. I hear Democrats and Black folks saying, when you got 2 crazy candidates, you got Biden right now getting ready to do something with the prison system. And he knows that he got to do something to get Black folk voting. So he said, what we're going to do is, this is a thought. He's not putting anything in action. And if this is the type of man that we are dealing with, he's not going to put anything in action. He's going to just hold that carrot. And that's a carrot that he's dangling in your face. until after the midterms, and then that'll go away and he won't do anything. That's what he'll throw. He's throwing you guys your bone. He's throwing you a carrot. He's dangling the carrot, and we follow the carrot, and we keep following the carrot. We keep falling for the same stuff, you guys. Why? We keep falling for his same tactics. Why are we falling for the same tactics? We did this doing George Floyd, right? They dangled a carrot as far as a George Floyd bill. They dangled the Emmett Till bill. They dangled all this stuff in front of us. And then when it really came down to it, did we get the George Floyd bill? They dangled that carrot until after we calmed down. And after we calmed down, we still didn't get police reform. We're still dying. We're still being killed. They're still not killing their own. Peyton went in there and shot up 10 folks in a supermarket, right? He shot up 10 folk in the supermarket. What happened? Nothing. Did he die? No. Did he get any? Did he get 15 officers on top of his head? No. Did he get thrown to the ground? No. Did they lean on his neck? No. What happened? Did anything change? No. But we calmed down. We went back to sleep. What are we doing? We went back to sleep. And then they will turn around, and now he's dangling that carrot of getting men out of jail. Okay, he's dangling that carrot, and I'm gonna look up something as far as that. As far as he's saying, hold on, because I want to see something. I want to see something. So he's dangling that carrot, and he's trying to tell you that he's going to, in fact, let our brothers out of jail. Hold on, you guys, because I want to really. What people that have drug charges out of jail. I want to see what he. I want to talk about that a little more. Okay. Um, I want to see that. I want to talk about that. I want to bring that up. Hold on, you guys. We're gonna talk about that because I want to really talk about that. Okay. We're gonna talk about that. But I'm trying to stay focused for now. Okay. I'm trying to stay focused. But let me go back to this right here for now. We're gonna talk about that. Okay. That Biden law. Okay. We're gonna get on that. So your daughter, let's go back to the daughter telling you she's smelling smoke. Okay. I'm smelling smoke with Biden. I'm smelling smoke with that proposal. And you have to understand why he did it. He did it. And let's see how many Black people get out of jail with his proposal. Okay. Let's see how many Black people actually get out of jail with that proposal. Is that a carrot or does he mean it? Because I know Biden has never done anything to help Black people. We know his history. If you have not, you need to look up his history. I know it's in your lane forecast. But my thing is, you have to understand, is what he's doing, is he doing it because of the midterms coming up? Because next month is midterms. Is he doing it trying to get the Black vote? Because the Mexicans aren't voting for him. You know that, right? Mexicans are Republicans. Black people, we have to start holding them accountable because you give them your vote, they take your vote and run and do nothing for you, but you still keep voting for them. Because we got that mindset, we don't even expect them to do anything. But we faithfully do for them. But that's how we act on our jobs. We faithfully do for them, and they treat you like dogs. So is this a pattern for Black people? Oh, that's a good story. Oh, that's a good show. Patterns of Black folks. So our patterns is to be treated like animals, treated like dogs, and we still love you. Is that mental illness? We talked about mental illness, and do you not know they blocked that show? They blocked that show because they said I had used somebody else's material. But I think it's when I showed you about those cities, those Black cities underwater. So I'm kind of fighting that. So hopefully they'll bring that show back because it was strictly, everything I do is educational. And I'm not trying to take anybody's material. I promise you. Even with this, I hope they don't get me because I'm just And maybe I should just show it and take it off because I'm scared I'm gonna get another strike. I'm not trying to use anybody's material. I'm not trying to take over anybody's show. So I think maybe I will just take it off and I'm gonna come back to you guys. But you know what? No, I'm gonna just take that chance. I want this up. I want this in your head. I want you guys to read that again. So is Biden dangling in another carrot? Just like when I hear black people, just like when I hear as far as how we have settled, we'll say, well, I'm voting, but it's for lesser of the two evils. And just like, why is it that we think we don't have an option? We have other candidates. We have a mayor in Chicago, black, he's running now, Jamal Green. I hope you guys, if you're in Chicago, vote for that brother. He's a good guy. He's running independently. That's how you know that he is for business. He's not trying to get with the Democrats. He's trying to do it different. And I think it's time for us to start voting independently. I think it's time for us to start voting for other people that we know that are going to have our back and do something for us. Let's get out of that mentality. Well, who we going to vote for? It's only 13% of us. Shut up, you dummy. I'm going to just say that. You're a dummy if you think it's just 13% of that percent of us. Do you think they're going to tell you that it's 90% of us and 10% of them? Do you really believe they're going to tell you that? No. Stop acting like you're an ignorant dummy. When they tell you it's 13%, that means that as many people was born died the same year. We didn't increase any. We've never increased since we've been here 500 years. Does that even sound right to you guys? So they keep telling you guys, you're only 13%. And you guys believe it, and you guys keep repeating that dumb stuff. That it's almost like we don't even think about stuff. That means that we didn't have any babies. No babies were born. So that means that if no babies was born, if you died or you died and the baby was born, but that's not how life is. That's not how it works, right? So the Mexicans, Asians have come here and they've grown. Mexicans come, they've grown. Asians come, they grow. Black folk come, we stay 13%. Do you guys feel me? You understand what I'm saying now? Am I making sense here? Stop saying that we're only 13%. That's keeping you back because that's making you think, well, it's not enough of us to make change. Yes, it is enough of us. Dr. Claude Anderson told us to vote as a block. He told us to vote as a block. He told us to vote as a block. Bitter Meta said, welcome, welcome, welcome. He told us to vote as a block. He didn't tell us to vote individually. He didn't tell us if you got two black candidates running. And sometimes they do that on purpose to divide and split the vote. Okay, you got two black candidates running. Okay, let's decide on which one is going to run. That black candidate helps this black candidate come together. We pull all of the votes for that one black candidate, and we get that person elected. You feel me? So we don't divide the vote by having two really great, or probably not even great candidates, because a lot of black candidates that get into politics already have in their head they're not going to do anything for black people. So we have to choose and stop allowing them to choose the candidates for us. We choose our candidate, we back our candidate, and we put our candidates in. We're not talking about federally. Federally, it's not whatever. That's going to do what it's going to do. But locally, we can put our own mayors in. We can get some black folk that's going to do for black people in the city. Get reparations locally. We don't have to go federally. All of this, your mayors can get reparations for you. We have Senate in Congress that's not going to do anything. We got a senator that's been in Mississippi. He's been on the board for 30 years, and you see the water right now, and he's not trying to do anything to correct that, is he? No. So why is he still in office, and why has he held that seat for 30 years? Why are we as black people allowing people to keep seats for 30 years that's not doing anything for us? That makes no sense. That I cannot understand us. I'm trying, y'all help me. I don't understand why. Why is that? We'll keep a person in office, and then Trump and Biden ran, and one talk, well, he's racist. Well, dang gone, dummies. Do you guys remember Biden's history? He's been racist against black people since forever. But because he's a Democrat, I'm going to vote for him anyway. And I asked young people that voted for Biden, my daughter or a couple friends of hers, I asked them, I said, why'd you guys vote for Biden? I said, did you guys read up on his history? And as smart as these young ladies are, these are honor roll students. These are women that's making things happen. These are people that's got it together. They never once pulled up Biden's history to read about his history. Tell me why, when these people are running for office, we're not understanding or we're not looking at their history, because their history will tell you everything about them as a person. And especially if they did something in their past, like Biden did the crime bill. How did he fix it? If he didn't fix it, why is he sitting in the presidency? Answer me that. A lot of older people I talked to about Biden, you know what they told me? They said, "Oh, that was 20 years ago." I said, "So how? Tell me how has he fixed his error?" If he said, "Has he?" Well, I don't even think Biden apologized for the crime bill. I think he blamed it on the Black Caucus and blamed it on Black people, blamed it on your black pastors. You know, he put it in action, but that's what white folk do. They blame Black folk for everything. They blame us for them not being able to have babies. They blame us for them not being able to reproduce. They blame us for everything. Blame us for being lazy because we don't want to be their slaves anymore, because we don't want to keep cleaning up behind them and keep their little nasty white children breastfeed. Our moms was there keeping their children, their houses, more so than they kept their own children. They would be gone all day from their own kids. They own kids at home by themselves, not being taught, not being trained, not being nothing. And you over there with the white kids teaching them like that's your babies, and they were off doing whatever the hell they want to do. And then our children sitting over here, no code of behavior, no education, no nothing, no discipline, no nothing. And then you look at our children now, they look at our children and go, what's wrong with them? Well, what you expect? You was over there in their house training up their children. So instead of you putting that same training towards your own, you was in master's house training his children. And now look at his children. Okay. And then now look at yours. Same thing is going on today. You so busy working 16 hours on their job, and they doing it on purpose. Got you at work 16 hours. Your child at home, no discipline, no code of behavior. And now Black folk got on nerves enough to talk about their children, nerves enough to talk about how bad they is, nerves enough to talk about how they acted. Look at them, won't pull up their pants. Okay, those boys had parents. Why are the parents not telling those sons to pull up your pants, son, to this son? Why aren't we teaching our children? Because you're working there on their job 16 hours and not taking care of home. I ran across a young lady that had 3 jobs. Tell me who's watching your children. I asked her, she said, oh, my 9-year-old is acting a fool. He just, blah, blah, blah. She was just talking about her 9-year-old. And I looked at her and I said, why is he acting a fool? I don't know. She had no clue, no idea why her little baby was off the chain. And I said, could it be because you're not there? You're working 3 jobs. When are you spending time at home? What time do you get home? I get home. She told me she gets home when they're in bed. Okay, well, how much time did you spend with them? You're working 3 jobs. Well, I spend maybe one day a week. No, I spend one day a week, maybe a Saturday or maybe a Sunday. We'll have Sunday dinner together. One day? Really? And you think that's parenting? Well, I talk to him throughout the day. After school, I'm at work. I'll call him on my break. Oh, so you putting him inside of your calendar, and you thinking that 1 hour or what 10-minute phone call, probably not even 10 minutes, that 5-minute phone call that you just called your child and you talked to him for 5 minutes, you think that was parenting? She really didn't see what was going on. And I said, you're not spending time. That's why he's acting up. He's literally raising himself. And for her, that was her 3rd child. And you mean to tell me that's child number 3 and you still didn't get it right? What's wrong with this picture? She said, well, the other 2 were fine. The other 2 were not fine. They just weren't as expressive as they just didn't get caught with theirs. But this one is getting caught because he's trying to get your attention. But that's another, I'm telling you, that's another story right there. And that's a good story. Why are we spending so many 12 hours on that, 10 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours? Because sometimes you'll leave one job 8 hours and then you'll go work another job for 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours maybe. And then you work 7 days a week. I met a young man. He works 7 days a week and been doing it for 2-3 years. How much time is he spending with his children? And maybe he doesn't understand because his dad probably wasn't there, so he really don't know. Or his mom probably did the same thing, so he felt it's okay. But every child is different, and who knows his situation? Maybe, he said, well, we're trying to get a house. Okay, well, my thing is, I don't want to, you got to pick and choose. Is the house more important, your children more important? I was able to get a house doing what I was doing and have time for my children because I did some things at home. I, made some, because I was doing hair at the time. So a lot of my clients, I was at home. So I would, on weekends, I was making my money on the weekends You know what I'm saying? Then through the week I was going, but I was home at a certain time. But you have to understand those children should always come first. You're never going to work a job and put a job over your children, and that's literally what you do. You put your job, you put your job over your children, which is crazy. We're not finna do that. Okay, I want to talk about this Biden's thing here. We're gonna talk a little bit about this. Biden's announced a pardon of simple marijuana offenses. Okay, because we still have people that has been in jail. Hold on, I want to make sure this is. We have people that's been in jail since forever, right? I want this to go all the way back. Hold on, you guys. We've had people that's been in jail. Um, Hold on. I'm trying to hold on. We've had people. I know God has been in jail for a small bag of weed for what, 30 years now. 40 years since they've been there a while. And at that time, when it was the war on drugs, it was war on black people, because the people that was doing crack, they walked away, and the people that was doing cocaine, which is the same drug as crack, but the crack was less expensive. The crack was cheaper, right? And they built that just for black people, and then they made laws for the crack people that bought the crack. Remember, he made the laws for the crack people, which were black people. Okay. And the cocaine people that was doing cocaine, like his son, okay, who's doing the cocaine, he got off, right? Never went to jail. And we know Biden's son. He was a crackhead. He was a drug dealer, drug addict. Okay. And just has been on drugs his whole life. We know that. But has never, ever, 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 ever spent time in jail, right? For drugs. Okay. So let's see if this is really something that we could be excited about, or what is it? Let's go. Let's see what is it. Is it a carrot? Let's see. Hold on. Okay. He's doing it federal. Now, if he was really trying to do this, he would have done it nationwide. No sound. Hold on. Can you not hear me? Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you. So I'm trying. I want to keep it low. Willow, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, do you believe that? Why didn't he do it nationally? Why didn't he do it nationwide? Why didn't he do it federally and statewide, locally and federal? If this was really something that he was trying to make a difference, just like when he did the little police enactment, the little police thing, he did it federally but not statewide. Okay, so he always does one side that's gonna look like he's helping us, look like he's helping black people, look like he's really got a change of heart, but he still does stuff underhandedly. Let's continue listening to this. Did you hear what she just said? It's 33 days from mid-election. You know that this joke is just doing it just because he knows that his rating with black people is like in the 20%, 28%, right? He knows. He knows that his percentage wise among his black voters is 28%. I think they say, right? So he knows I got to dangle something. I got to give him something, even if it's not going to be nationwide or statewide, because he's hoping. He said, "Well, I'm hoping that the government, locally, is going to take care of that. They don't have to. It's not a law. They don't have to do it locally. It's by choice. Okay. So is he really giving us anything? Is he doing really, is he fixing the problem for real? Or is it just like okay, hold on. You said you couldn't hear her talk. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing and then I'm gonna go back in. Maybe I'm switching it over. Thank you for that. Let's try it again. Thank you. You couldn't hear her talking. Okay, that's me. Let me go back over here. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me try it again. Okay, let me try this. Share it again. Let me try. Thank you for telling me though. I appreciate what you're saying. Okay, I got you. I understand what you're saying. Okay, you couldn't hear us speak. Okay, let me do it again and I'm gonna share. I think each time when I go in there, I gotta put it up there. Oh, nope, hold on. Oh, dang, where's that Biden? Okay, here we go. My Biden thing. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, let's try it again. I want to hear her from the beginning. Okay. Can you hear now? Give me a one if you can hear. So you can't hear it. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing again. Oh my goodness, this is bothering me. Okay, I think okay, let's try it again. You guys, I'm new at this. Please, y'all help me. I'm gonna try. Let me know. Hold on. I'm so bad at this. Oh my God. Okay, I'm hitting share my screen. Okay, let's try it again. Oh my God, we're gonna do this again. Okay, share. Okay, hopefully, let's see. Okay, hold on. You guys help me. Can you hear now? Can you hear? Still can't hear it. Dang, I don't know how to do it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna just stop sharing it. I don't know why you could hear that, but you can't hear. Okay, let me just read it. Okay, what they're talking about, Biden on Thursday announced he's pardoning all Americans who've been convicted of simple marijuana possession under the federal law, coming closer to keeping a 2020 campaign. This is the only campaign that he's ever kept for us, and it's really not even keeping the campaign because he made so many promises and did nothing. Okay, because he told us, he said, "You guys, I'm going to help you. Um, I'm going to never forget, right?" He said, "I'm never going to forget," but he ended up forgetting anyway. I don't know what is going on. This is really bothering me, you guys. I don't know why you couldn't see what I was trying to show you. I don't understand. Okay, now I'm gonna go over here and see. I'm learning, you guys. Y'all bear with me. I'm just trying to see if it's gonna work or not. Okay. So, um, okay, so this is the only thing that he's ever promised to Black people. That's one of the half promises that he made, that he's trying to make good on, but he's still not. Everything he does, he always does it half. He haven't you met a person that when they do something, they'll half do it and they think they done it, and they be bragging about how oh, we've done what we need to do and have not done anything. Okay, this is him. This is what kind of person we're dealing with. An executive order uh, action will benefit 6,000 people with federal convictions. Okay, from the time of 1992 to 2021. Okay, let's even talk about that. There are millions aren't we like in the millions where people were convicted? But I think it's more um, people that were convicted than 6,500 on marijuana charges, right? right? It's more than 6,500. They're only talking about getting releasing 6,500 people with federal convictions, okay, from 92 to 2021, and thousands of others charged under the District of Columbia Criminal Code, according to senior administration officials. Elaborating on the number of people affected, officials said there are no individuals currently in federal prison solemnly for simple possession of marijuana. Did you hear that? Let me read that again. I knew he was up to no good. Listen to this. He said that there are, elaborating on the number of people affected, official says there are no individuals currently in federal prison solely for simply possession of marijuana. So is he dangling a carrot? I'm telling you, every time this devil do something, it's nothing for black folks good. And we don't never go into researching what he does. We take it for face value. You can't take nothing that devil say on face value. Nothing. Are you guys hearing me? Am I clear now? We good? Okay, let me know. Listen, the individual said there are no individuals currently in federal prison solely for simple possession of marijuana. So that law doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It means nothing. As I said, when I ran for president, no one should be in jail just for using or possessing marijuana. Biden tweeted in an unusual video statement. It's legal in many states, and criminal records for marijuana possessions have led to needless barriers in employment, housing, and educational opportunities. And he's not lying. That crime bill that he wrote, devastated the black community, devastated black families. It devastated. And then they got a record because it was a federal offense. So it affected housing. It affected education. It affected employment. It affected everybody's life. Because if they got out of prison after selling it, or just even selling it, or even just being caught with a little bag, one young lady had a little bag, $5. You remember back in the day, it was $5 bag, $5 bag, right? I don't know what it costs now because I don't do it. I'm just saying. But she got so many years for just having like a little bag of marijuana. So you have to understand, this dude is never going to do anything for black people. He going to always think and look and dangle that carrot and try to get us, because nobody's going to research this. You know it. Nobody's researching what they just, oh my God, he's going to let people out. 6,500 people is nothing. Millions. You have millions of people. You have hundreds of thousands of people in jail right now. Hundreds of thousands. Millions, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was close to 1 million when I looked. We have more black people in jail for nonviolent offenses, and these white boys is committing these crimes. They getting slapped on the wrist and they being allowed to walk away. It's two Americas, y'all have to understand that. We're going to research that. Two Americas forecast. We need to do a show on that. Two Americas. $2 million, you said. Over 2 million? Okay, I believe that. So what else they're saying? And that's before you address the racial disparities. Okay, let's go back up there. It's illegal in many states, which it is. And criminal records for marijuana possessions have led to needless barriers for employment, housing, educational opportunities. And that's before you address the racial disparities. He knows what he's doing. He knows around who suffers the consequences. Okay. While white and black and brown, I'm not concerned. Oh God, I hate that. I hate that word, white, black, and brown. We're not even, whatever. This is only in America that we call black as melanated people. Okay, we call everybody whatever. Okay, I'm not even gonna go there. While white and black and brown people uses marijuana as similar rates, black and brown people are arrested, prosecuted, and convicted at disproportionate rates. We know that. We know he's not telling us anything that we don't already know. Then white folks get high. I'm telling you, I live next to a college campus, white, High Point University. Check that. It's a white university. Rich white kids go there and they be turned up. You know where they go get drugs from in this area? From High Point University. Those boys. They go right down there because that's who have the drugs in our neighborhoods right now. My daughter went to University of Denver. You know where they got the drugs? University of Denver. Rich white school. Them white boys have drugs, honey. Honey, you would be surprised. No, you wouldn't be surprised. Because I'm telling you what, boy, y'all better stop. His actions before the consequential midterms election. Now, this is what he's doing. We already know that this is why he's doing it. It has no barrier. It has no voice, no bite, no nothing. But because he said that I'm going to drop some, because they've been probably on his case, you better give the black folks something. You got to drop a nothing burger, another nothing burger. He always gives us nothing burgers. Why not drop some money in our lap? Why not drop reparations? Not a study. Why not drop reparations in our lap? Tell me why. Oh boy, let me see. Okay, well, this devil. Lord, I can't. His actions before consequently midterms elections in which Democrats are varying to maintain control of the House and Senate could be viewed as a move to energize voters, particularly young voters. They mean young black voters. Okay. Y'all better look up your history with this dude. This dude ain't no good. Look at that devil right there. Ooh, that devil right there. Y'all don't even understand the evil that man has done. You know his wife now. The wife he got now. He was messing with her while his first wife was alive. Read it. Read up on it. His first wife actually died in a car accident. He married this woman that he's with now. He married her like 30 days later. Y'all need to do some research on this devil right here. You're not going to tell me Biden's mom, the little boy, what's the Biden son's name? His mom died. That was his mom in the wreck, right? Okay. So you guys have to understand what's really going on here. This dude ain't never been no good for nobody, not even his own family. Because you're not going to tell me he's, yeah, I'm not even going to go there. Whatever. Just y'all do your research on this dude. Okay. When they asked about the timing of the executive order, executive actions, administration officials only said that Biden's been clear that our marijuana laws are not working. They ain't never worked since the day he did the laws. But he blamed black folk. He blamed the Black Caucus. He blamed the Black church. He blamed it on everybody but himself for that law that he wrote. His pen wrote. His hand wrote it. But he blamed everybody else. Well, you wrote the bill, dude. You came up with the bill. But he said, but they supported it. I don't care. Doesn't make it right. Biden said Thursday, he's urging governors. Listen, he's urging governors to do the same for individuals with state convictions, which administration officials say accounts for the vast majority of possession-related convictions. Did you hear that? I'm going to read that again. Y'all better start researching. Every time these devils open their mouth, they lying. They doing half-truths. They doing half of job. Because they're not wanting to do nothing for black people. He's shown you that he's been in office 2 years and has done absolutely nothing but give us nothing burgers. Every time he does anything for black people, it's a nothing burger. But let me read it again. Let me read it for the people in the back. Okay, hold on. Biden said Thursday he's urging governors to do the same for individuals with state convictions, which administration officials said accounts for the vast majority of possessions related convictions. They're locally. He did it federally. He didn't do the law locally. He's asking the governors locally to consider the law, consider changing the law. But why would they do that if the state and the prisons system is working together and the state is paying the prisons? So the state is paying the prison $100 per day. I'm just saying. This was what they was paying them back in the day. They pay $100 a day for each inmate, right? So why would the state turn around and reduce anything? They're making money. You got judges making money off these prisons. You got lawyers making money off these prisons, right? They making bills. You have judge and lawyers that have gotten rich off of the money coming from the prison industry. So why would they reconsider anything? Why would they reconsider it? Why? Why would they do it? You want to cut your own throat. They're not going to do it. Have a good day, Wild Williams. 454. Don't work too hard. Brother Macari, welcome. Okay, so why? He's also requesting Health Human Services Secretary Xavier, whoever, and the Attorney General to expeditiously review how marijuana is scheduled under federal law. Currently, marijuana is classified as a Schedule 1 drugs along with LSD, ecstasy, heroin under the Controlled Substance Act, which Biden said Thursday makes no sense. Now it don't make no sense, but we've been under this law for how long? This law has been since forever. It makes no sense, but who created it? Who created it? Too many lies have been appended because of our failed approach to marijuana. No, that's not just why the system. It's the system. It's the whole freaking system. But you're going to blame it, what, just on marijuana now? It's time that we right those wrongs, Biden said. Since when? So I told you, every time this dude opened his mouth, it's just poop comes out of it. Poop comes out of his mouth. Biden faces pressure from his own party this year to take more decisive actions, as recent elections have shown. America's views on legalization have changed. In 2020 cycle alone, 4 states approved ballots measures to legalize the sale of possession of cannabis for adults use. Okay, that's because more white folk are, white boys have gotten rich off of opening up these little cannabis stores, right? These white boys have gotten rich. The same now, when black folk was doing it was illegal, right? Now you got white folk doing it, white boys doing it. So now let's legalize it because they're making their millions now. Boy, I tell you, two different Americas, two different Americas. Okay, so analysts from 5 whatever found majority of registered voters in all 50 states favored making marijuana legal. Okay. This past summer, a group of lawmakers included whoever, Elizabeth Warren, whatever, okay, have decided, urged them to undeschedule cannabis and issue pardons to all individuals convicted of nonviolent cannabis-related offenses. Biden was Biden was slower to embrace marijuana reform, okay, than many of his Democrat colleagues pledged on the 2020 campaign trail to decriminalize cannabis use and expunge prior convictions. This dude. Oh man, I'm trying to see is anything else worth reading here. Okay, Senate Democrats this year also finally released their long-awaited marijuana legalization proposal, which would lift the federal prohibition and allow states to determine how they want to regulate marijuana. But the legislation faces an uphill battle in the 50-50 chambers, where 10 Republicans would need to support it, as Senate leadership has yet to announce when the bill will be brought up for a vote. Okay, y'all understanding what, right? Okay, did you hear what I just read? Okay, I'm just saying. Members of the Congress has been working on this issue, Biden administration official says Thursday, but that effort has stalled. What? Anytime it's dealing with black folk, they always stall it. Anytime. George Floyd bill, Emmett Till. God, Emmett Till died in the 40s. When Emmett Till died? Way back in the day. And you mean to tell me they just 2022 passed the Emmett Till bill, right? But that thing has been on the table since forever. Okay, so this bill is on the table. So has it actually passed? No, it hasn't. But let's keep reading. But that effect has stalled, and we're almost at the end of the Congress. So the president has been considering his options, and he's now taken executive actions to address the country's failed approach to marijuana. Okay. Scared me coming in here. Okay. Hold on, y'all. And then let me see what else. This is crazy. Y'all already know what's going on with this. President, in his announced policies in marijuana, has waved the flag of surrendering in the fight to save lives from drug abuse, and has dropped all talking points of the drug legalization. Okay, Biden is simply playing election year politics and surface sacrificing all national interests to win votes. Did you hear? Now they're telling you what he's doing. They telling you what he's doing. He don't care nothing about y'all. He still don't care about y'all. He just wants your vote, black folk. And guess what? By him doing this, it's not even a. It's not even. Oh Lord. Meanwhile, advocate groups are welcoming the announcement. We command this important and necessary step to begin the process of repairing and the harms of uh, prohibition, and look forward to working with Congress and the administrator to develop policies that would ultimately solve the underlying problem in our outdated cannabis policies. Okay, why are there other policies that he can actually concentrate on? Are there other policies that he can actually concentrate on? Sure, there are. But guess what? This is just a less one that's not going to take a lot of effort, and something that's going to win him more votes with black people, because more black folk was locked up than whites. Okay, if we really looked at it, more blacks was locked up anyway than white folk anyway. Okay, I want us to look at something else. I'm gonna stop sharing this one. So, is it Kendall? Is it the carrot that he's dangling, or is he really gonna do something for black people? Yeah, okay, 54, 70 years. So it took them literally 70 years to get Emmett Till bill. Okay. I'm just saying these people, boy, these people are just not, they are not right. They are not right. But we have to begin to understand, and we have to start recognizing what we're dealing with them. We have to stop understanding these people could never be trusted. But we fail to pass that down to our children. We fail to communicate with that with our children when they integrated in these schools. Yes, they was treated like dirt, and sometimes these white folk have hidden agendas in our schools. That's why our schools are so disgusting today. Because, like I keep telling y'all, if it was meant for our children to be, and those schools were really good for our children, those our children wouldn't even be allowed to be in those schools. And a lot of those white kids, they have their charter schools, their own schools that they put their children in. You got poor black folk, you got poor white folk. They don't care about them anyway. Okay, that's going to school together. Those kids, rich kids, are going to boarding schools. They're not even being taught what our children are being taught. The Jewish, every other culture, they have their own schools for their own children. They don't have a lot of. Do you see a lot of Asians in our schools? You don't see a lot of Asians. You see them in their. They have their own schools. The Jews have their own schools. They're teaching their own babies. We're the only ones that have our own schools that don't actually use them. We actually fight against anything that we do for us. Why? That's the mental illness that we suffer with right there. I want to show you one more video. I hope you guys can read this one. Y'all help me out. You know I'm bad at this, right? We're going to try to share a screen again. Y'all help me out. I'm so bad with this. I'm hoping I will be able to do this, you guys. Share. Okay, y'all, help me out. You see that? I just want to play this. I hope I'm not getting this is strictly educational purposes only. I want you guys to listen to this. Know what I've been getting dinged, you guys. You guys hear them? I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know. No sound. Okay. I don't know why it's not why it's not. I don't know why it's doing that. Why it's doing that. I'm gonna stop sharing it. Okay. There was man. I don't know what am I doing wrong here because it's not acting right for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Share my screen. And I'm supposed to be hitting up here, right, y'all? Y'all seeing me? Follow along with me. And I'm sharing. I don't know why it's not sharing. Why is it not sharing? I wonder if I can use, maybe I can pull it up on my phone. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can pull it up on my phone. Hold on. Let's try something. I'm going to see if, let me know if you guys can hear this. If you can, I'll pull it up on my phone. No? Hold on. Let's try something. I'm going to see if, let me know. Still no sound. No sound, you guys? Okay, but you can hear it. Maybe I could pull. No sound, you guys? No? Okay. Let me try it a different way. Hold on, you guys. Let me try it a different way. I just want you guys to see this one here. I don't know why it's I don't I'll have to figure it out later. But I'm gonna pull this up. Let me see. Hang on in there. Maybe it's good. I can't get them up there. Maybe they won't ding my channel, huh? Okay, I want you guys to see this. Hold on.
Take over this country by singing "We Shall Overcome." You did not gain control of the world like you have it now by dealing fairly with a man and keeping your word. You're treaty breakers, you're liars, you're thieves, you rape entire continents and races of people. Then you wonder why these very people don't have any confidence or trust in you. Your religion means nothing. Your law is a farce, and we see it every day. You demonstrated it in Alabama, and I can say you because you're part of the whole system. You profit from it. In fact, you make your living from it. You couldn't walk around and talk to people, stand up in your pulpit on Sunday and preach nice little songs and say, now we're going to give thanks to the Lord for he is good and oh, Jesus be among us. As far as we're concerned, your Jesus is contaminated, just like everything else you tried to force upon us is contaminated. So you can have him. And here's what I'll say. I wish you would follow Jesus like we followed him. Because if you did that, then we'd be in charge tomorrow. You studied your history, and you did not take over this country by singing "We Shall Overcome." You did not gain control of the world like you have it now by dealing fairly with a man and keeping your word. You're treaty breakers, you're liars, you're thieves, you rape entire continents and races of people. Then you wonder why these very people don't have any confidence or trust in you. Your religion means nothing. Your law is a farce, and we see it every day. You demonstrated it in Alabama, and I can say you because you're part of the whole system. You profit from it. In fact, you make your living from it. You couldn't walk around and talk to people, stand up in your pulpit on Sunday and preach nice little songs and say, now we're going to give thanks to the Lord for he is good and oh, Jesus be among us. As far as we're concerned, your Jesus is contaminated, just like everything else you tried to force upon us is contaminated. So you can have him. And here's what I'll say. I wish you would follow Jesus like we followed him. Because if you did that, then we'd be in charge tomorrow.
Okay, you guys, I just want you guys to hear that. Do you guys hear? Do you understand the title? Let me show you the title. He said a lot in 1 minute, didn't he? Why don't we remember that? Why do we not remember who we're dealing with? They have never changed. They're still the same devils that they have always been. So why are we not teaching our children, or why have we forgot to teach our children who they are? Why have we not taught our children this? Tell me, why have we decided to forget? This was what we should have been passing down to our children, right? But we won't do it. Why? We really forgot how these devils, we've always dealt with them. I went to school with them. I work with them. They've never changed. So why do we forget to teach our children who they were? How could we? How could we forget to teach them? He told us to pass it down. We didn't. We forgot to share. Why? They will never change. And anytime they do anything for you, you got to look under the covers. You got to look deeper. You got to. It's mandatory for you to go deeper. Mandatory. But we won't do that. Why? Because we want them to be, oh my God, we really want them to be different. We really want them to be like us. We really want them to, we always excusing their bad behaviors. But you don't excuse my bad behavior. You don't excuse your brother's bad behavior. I'm just saying. There is another video I want to show you guys. I want y'all to talk about this Kanye West thing too. I really want to talk about that. But I have not even done research on that because it was just when I saw the t-shirt that he had on as far as the White Lives Matter. Now that is mental illness. That's mental illness. But we don't see it. We don't see it as being mental illness, do we? I'm just saying, I know I'm laughing because it's just so disgusting to me sometimes. Some of this stuff is so disgusting. Some of this stuff, I'm looking for one more video I want to show y'all. And I'm looking for it because it's on I want to show y'all this. I love this, but I want y'all to understand what we're dealing with. I'm going to keep on until you get it. I'm going to keep on until we get it. Okay? Listen to this one. One more. I'm not going to be here long. Y'all know me. I hate doing these hour things. Okay? Here. Got one more. This one right here is my favorite. Hold on. See if I can get it to come up. Hold on, it's coming, you guys. Hold on. I didn't want to put the music on here. It's coming. I want you guys to see this.
Contribute? Say something.
You want me to say something?
I love this one.
Fine. I'll say something. You people. You're not a race. You are a virus. You destroy the world. Everything beautiful you poison. You drag us from our homes. You rape our daughters, murder our sons. You crack our spines and do all you can to break our will. You stab us. Then you put the knife in our hand and tell us it's our fault. And if you don't do it yourself, you stand by, close your eyes, and pretend there's nothing wrong. And then you pray to your God to silence our screams so that you can enjoy the happiness that we built for you with our blood. But it's not your fault. It's the only way you know how to be. And the only thing that will change anything is if another virus comes along and does to you what you do to us.
It's coming.
And I hope that happens very soon.
sorry. You guys, I'm sorry. I love that video. That is my favorite. Okay. Out of all the videos, that is my favorite. So, why do we not recognize and pass it along to our children? And why is it that we know how they are and we do nothing? I got one more for you. One more. One more question that I want to ask you. Why is it that our Black women are dying at childbirth more so than white women? Does anybody understand that? 3 times or 5 times, if I'm not mistaken, 5 times more than a white woman. But we know this, right? But we do nothing about it. Why? We know it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find something else. Because it's time for us to wake up and really understand what we and who we're dealing with. But I'm going to show you one more thing, and then I'm going to be done. Because we know where it's going. We know all of this is going. But do we care? We should, but we don't. We don't change it. We don't do anything about it. Let me show you one more thing. I'm going to try this one. This one I'm going to have to read. The video is probably not going to work, but because I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But guess what? It's okay. We're going to still share it. One more thing, and then I'm done. I mean, we can only say so much, okay? If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. That's not even the one I wanted. Hold on. Let me go back in here. That's not the one I wanted. Hold on, family. Hold on, y'all. Y'all gonna help me out here. I'm so bad at this. This new technology stuff is crazy. What the heck going on here? Where is my? Oh, there it is, right there. Hold on, I gotta get to it. I hope I hit the right one. Did I know? Okay, I think I hit the right one. This is crazy. I'm gonna get on here and see if I'm doing the right thing or not. Y'all help me out. What's that say, y'all? Look at that. Look at that. Do you see what that says? Tell me why. What's the problem? Black women over 3 times more likely. One thing I read said 5. Which one we believe in? 5 or 3? I think it's 5 times more likely. I think it's 5 times more likely. Okay, well, let me look at it. Let's read it. It says Black women 3 times more likely to die in pregnancy postpartum than white women. New research finds. In the United States, black-white disparities in maternity mortality deaths related to pregnancies or childbirth may be larger than previously reported. New research shows closing the gap involves addressing structural racism that is those aspects of social, political, economic, and healthcare systems that reiterate inequality, researchers say, because pregnancy is riskier to women's health than abortions. State initiatives to restrict abortions could lead to more deaths, particularly among Black women. New estimates suggest. Tell me why Black women 5 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related cardiomyopathy. Y'all, you see the word, y'all? Okay. Blood pressure disorders than white women. Why? Tell me why. Now we see that and we know that. But what will we do about it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Why? Do we care? We never talk about the babies, the women, and children that's coming up missing. We never talk. These are topics that we never talk about. Why don't we talk about when we come up missing or we come up hanging? Okay, that they call suicides. Why? You know how many children that are missing, come up missing every year in this godforsaken country? Black children, Black women come up missing all the time in this disgusting country. And it's really a pandemic in the Maryland, D.C. area, Virginia, Maryland, D.C. area, because that's where all your senators and your Congress go. And you know, Skull and Bones, you know what they do. You're not going to tell me that you guys don't understand what's going on in D.C. They're sacrificing those babies. They're sacrificing those Black women. You're not going to tell me they're not. But that's this topic for another day. But it says, by thoroughly re-examining death certificates from 2019, 2017, researchers found that the maternal mortality rate among Hispanic, non-Hispanic Black women was 3.5. That was in 16. Okay. You know, it's got to be really super high right now, right? Okay. I'm not going to read all this. I just want you guys to put your attention to what we're dealing with in this country and Ram in the Bush. Why I created Ram in the Bush. This is why I created it. Doulas. This is why we need doulas. Doulas are they're the ones that birth the babies, and the midwives are the ones that deal with the women while they're going through the pregnancy. Okay, so we need those. We used to have midwives and doulas back in the day, right? But we gave up all of that to come together into the burning building that Martin Luther King put us in, because he told us that it was his dream, that it was a God's dream. But nobody knew the word, because Deuteronomy 7 tells you not to come together with them. Don't give your children over to them. Somebody pull up Deuteronomy 7 and read it. It told you, don't come together. Don't even mix and mingle. We're not even supposed to be having babies with them. You're having babies with dogs. Those are animals. Those are not people. Animals do what they do. People don't do what they do. We're the real humans. Because everything you see Black people doing today is a result of something that they did to us. What you see today. We're so busy looking at today, but we're not looking at, because I hear Black folk saying, oh, they're on code. They're not on code. They do the same thing. We don't have anything to compare with. We don't hang out with white folk. So to us, they look like they're on code. Because we don't see on the news every day that they killing their brothers, they killing their mamas, they hanging, they suicide, they killing each other, they killing their children. We don't see that on the news every day, but you see you on the news every day. So you're drinking their Kool-Aid. Turn off those TVs, turn off the news. Who can sit and watch the news every night from 10 to 10:15 and all you hear, 10, almost 10:30, you hearing about Black folk this, Black folk that, but if everything Black, everything negative about you. And you sit up there every day, you watch the news. I don't recall the last time I watched the news, because I don't want to hear all that negative stuff. I don't need you telling me about nothing. You can't tell me nothing. I know what yours are doing. I know that your white men are nasty. I know that you're raping your babies. I know that you're sleeping with your dogs. I know that you rape your children. I know that you sleep with your mamas. Because everything that you do, you taught us how. In slavery, they had mamas and sons sleeping together, because that's what they do. That's their culture. They had the whole block coming in raping one white man in front of his woman and children. Probably had a bestiality too, because that's what they do. They sleep with their dogs. Why you think they got the dogs in the beds with them? Ain't nothing new under the sun with them devils. Ain't nothing new under the sun. And I know a person that have one white friend, so-called, that have really helped him out of a bind, and they'll put that white friend in the bunch with a whole bunch of them that don't just belong, that don't even need to be. Okay, you cannot have one person that did something really nice for you, and you'll put them in a whole category of being friends. If they were so much friends, they were so friendly, Peter Spencer wouldn't be dead. And they said, oh, it's self-defense. The Black woman who went to a party, a sleepover with them devils, came up dead the next day. A Black young lady found one on the Craigslist, dated him, went to have a date with him, ended up dead. Oh, there's countless stories. I've done countless stories on them. I've done countless stories on how many black men, black women have dated them, come up dead. You had a Nigerian brother that married one of them thoughts, or got with he was dating one of them Instagram thoughts, right? And she ended up killing him. But before she killed him, she was doing all kind of crazy, be abusing him. And he sat there and took it because he thought a gorgeous woman. And she probably was doing all kind of stuff with him, or allowing him to do all kind of stuff with her. So that to him measured up to his life. That's mental illness. That's mental illness, family. There's nothing normal about a white woman. And then she lied about it. And it took them 3 months to arrest her and put her on trial. If it had been the other way around, he would have went to jail that night. But we know this stuff and we do nothing about it. What can we do about it, Cassie? Separate. Start teaching your boys. Start teaching your young ladies right now. Start teaching your grandkids. They are none to play with. We don't need to be mingling with them. We don't need to be bringing them into our family. We don't need to be having babies with them, because he told them they'll turn your hearts away from me. Read Deuteronomy 7. If you know who he's talking to, then you'll understand what it means. But if you don't know that you're the people, you don't know who you are, then you're not going to understand what that word means. Then you're going to be saying, oh, the Bible was talking about everybody. It's not. But I know that's what you were taught by white folk. Your Christianity religion, you were taught by that God loves everybody, even those that shoot your babies in the head and they kill your babies in the middle of the street and leave them in the middle of the street for 8 hours. He loves them too. Whatever. You go ahead on with that brainwashing piece of crap, and you go ahead and believe that. But I forgive them. They didn't even ask you for your forgiveness. What are you forgiving? Did they ask you to forgive? Did Dylann Roof ask you for your forgiveness? But the whole family forgave him. That's mental illness. Peyton, 10 people died in a store. The families, oh, forgive him. He didn't ask you for your forgiveness. He hated you. He wanted them dead. He went in there to kill them, to murder them. He went there the day before and sat there and talked to a black brother. And the brother said, I thought I convinced him not to do it. You ain't convinced that nigga. You ain't convinced that joker, that devil of nothing. But he sat there and made a fool out of you. So now you feel bad because you didn't say nothing. But he convinced you before he left. What? He brainwashed you and told you, what made you feel that he wasn't coming back the next day? He came back the next day and blew 10 people away in a grocery store. And guess what? An FBI friend of his was seeing it live because he was showing it live. And the FBI friend knew what he was going to do because he talked him into it. But did they arrest the FBI friend? No, they didn't. No, they didn't arrest him. Go and do your research on that. The FBI friend was watching it live. Told him everything to do. That 18-year-old didn't know to put on no body armor, no head armor, all that armor he had on. Somebody told him that. The FBI friend told him that. But did he get arrested? No, he didn't. No, he didn't get arrested. But if the shoe was on the other foot, and then they turned around. When the police got there, he had a gun in hand, but did they shoot him? Did they throw him to the ground? Was they on top of his neck? Did 15 officers jump on top of him and tackle him? Was anybody holding him down? No. He walked to the car. Doop, 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 doop. But I forgive him. The devils ain't looking for you to forgive them. They don't care about nothing about you. Dylann Roof killed 9 people, 9 individuals in the church. You mean you have men sitting up there and not one man thought to whoop on his? I'm not going to say it. You sitting in the church. You so holy, but you don't feel a murderer, a demon sitting right next to you. You so welcoming him. You welcome that demon in, and he killed all of them people, 10 people in the church, 10. And I think like 4 or 5 were men. You mean to tell me you couldn't handle an 18-year-old, a 50 or 45, 35-year-old man couldn't handle a 20-year-old? And it's 4 or 5 of y'all. I think it was like 4 men. Was it 2 or 3? Was it 3 men? Even if it was 3, I don't care if it was 2 men. 2 men couldn't handle this 19-year-old. Seriously? I don't like doing these shows. I'm serious. I get so emotional because it makes no sense. And I don't see us doing nothing. It's taking me to pull teeth for me to do these shows right now. We see this right here. Black women 5 times more likely to die from pregnancy related. 5 Black women 5 times more likely to die. What are we doing about that? Absolutely nothing. Why? Why? We have a whole foundation that we could be building nationwide. Stop taking your children. Stop taking your wives. Stop taking your baby mamas. Stop taking them to these clinics, to these hospitals. You know they're there ready, waiting. Black women, they're using these doctors to murder Black women like they're using the police officers to murder our men. Are we putting these two in? And then they got the teachers, the white teachers that's going to take care of the children. They're taking care of us on all levels. All levels. And we still, how many Black women got white doctors right now? You done went to that hospital for the first baby. I wish this would work because I want to show you a Black woman who went to the clinic, went to the hospital, and they treated her like dirt. Told her not to. She's in pain. She's screaming. And like, you're screaming. Couldn't have told me that. I'd have cussed her out. I'm just saying. Tell me I'm screaming. I'm having a baby. I'm going to scream if I want to. How about you screaming? We know we need to separate. And we won't. You know that there are things that we need to do, and we won't do it. We need to take our children out of their schools. We need to get off of their jobs. And we won't do it. Why? I can't figure that out. We've been mixed with them since 1965. That's a long time, 70 years. Or 50, 70 years? No, my math. 65. 60 years? 50 some years. Let's just say 50 years. 1965 to 2022. And we see they still treating you like they used to. Nothing changed. They still treat our kids like crap. When you take your children out of a Black area and they're in an all-white school, they are going through hell in those all-white schools, and you think you're doing something. My baby go to an all-white school. You're an idiot. They are abusing your child every freaking day because they don't give up and they don't stop. Because you was dumb enough to take your child there. They treating you like dookie on these jobs, and you will turn around and give them your child every freaking day, 5 days a week. And our kids going through mental hell because I got to wake up and I got to fight the teacher and the schools and the students and the principal. Because if I do anything, if I say anything, I'm going to get in trouble. Then I'm going to get in trouble by my mom. But she's not going to the school. She's not going to the school understanding how I'm being treated every day. She's not going to the school listening to these school white kids taunt her. My daughter went to University of Denver. It was horrible. I didn't understand. I didn't understand what she was going through. She told me after she was done, but I'm telling you what. Very expensive school. I was brainwashed too. Thought it was a good school. But my daughter went through hell at that school. They was treating her like crap. I will call the financial aid lady and I told her what was going on. And I talked to the principal. Not the principal, whoever is over the university. I talked to him. Talk to security about what was going on. But I'm going to tell you what. Prayers, honey. I'm going to tell you what. It worked. Because that little boy that was taunting her was one little boy. He got suspended because I was getting ready to pull her out. He got suspended, got thrown out of school. Thank God. Because I was getting ready to pull my daughter out of there because I told the security guard one day, She called me about an incident that was happening in the midst of happening, and I was so scared because I'm home. I can't help you. I'm home. Called security. So you need to get up there because if something happened to my baby, I asked him his name. I said, if something happened to my daughter, I'm coming after you. And I meant what I said. Let something happen to mine. I'm gonna blow the damn school up. I don't care what nobody say. You heard mine. I'm coming. I don't care about this because I understand now. I understand. I told security. What's your name? He told me. What's your last name? He told me. Okay, if something happened to my daughter tonight, I'm coming after you. Because you know it's a problem. I'm telling you it's a problem. You need to get up there. My daughter said he came. He came. But if he hadn't and something had to happen, I meant what I said. I'm not playing these games with these crackers. I tell my daughters how dangerous. I tell my granddaughter, don't bring one of them home. Do not bring one of them devils up in this family. I don't hate anybody. It's like a snake. Why would I bring a snake in my house? I know how dangerous they are. I don't know which one poisonous anyway. So why would I bring any of them in my house? I'm going to sleep with a snake coming around my house? Why? Or any kind of dangerous animal. I'm going to sleep with an alligator. I'm going to go and lay in the grass in Florida. No alligators all around, but I'm going to go and lay down in the grass, knowing it's alligators, but I'm going to just trust them. Oh, well, all of them are dangerous, though. Really? Which ones? Can you tell which one is? And now I can't tell what alligator is dangerous and which one is not. So I'm going to lay outside on the ground knowing alligators are all around me, but I'm going to lay in the midst of them. Oh, they're not all of them bite. All of them don't eat humans. Well, can you tell the difference? And that's what we sound like. We talk about them. Well, I got a really good friend, Becky, and I'm telling you, she's just, I'm just saying. I'm reading the chat while I'm getting quiet. I'm reading the chat because I can't do two things at one time. I'm reading the chat, but I'm still wanting y'all to see this Black women thing. But you hear Black folks say how, well, Sam was a family friend and he really helped my family through some hard times. And we just lumped them all with all the white folks on the block was really good. But, we had this one family that wasn't so good. It treated us like dirt. But, they're down deep. They were good, too. You sound like a dummy. You sound like an idiot. Black women, 5 times more likely to die from pregnancy related giving birth in their hospitals. But we won't do anything to fix the problem. We'll keep complaining about the problem, but we won't do anything. We won't put anything in place. Yes, we have Black folk that has been paid by white supremacy to come on here to cause division by Black people. And that's what some of them do. But Black folk, their followers is millions. Got millions of followers. Millions of followers. They making money off of y'all to divide Black people. But let positive people like myself, Bakari, Furcast, Tanzan. I'm just saying. And we got what? I'm just saying. Well, listen to us. Because we too Black for them. Because we don't deal with white folk like that. We don't swallow the Kool-Aid. Then you had this new video. No voting, no fucking. What the hell? What is wrong with us? 2/3 of us will die, family. 2/3. 2/3, because we so stupid. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. Who is this Black guy? Gay Black guy. Call him Shane or Shayna. I don't know what the hell his name is. This video was so disgusting. But you got Black folk dancing to it. You got Black folk really playing that song. And then you wonder why we can't get free. We let stupid people like that, who's dysfunctional, living dysfunctional lives, trying to tell Black women how to be a woman. And you a man. How the hell you gonna tell me how to be a woman? And I'm gonna listen? Go ahead, honey. Go ahead, Shane. Cussing out. I seen a Black guy who was in a room full of women, dressed like a woman. It was disgusting, just dysfunctional. And they was rooting him on, and he calling them all them bitches, and he called them all kind of names up in there. And they was just rooting him on, and I'm like, he don't even like y'all. He trying to be y'all, and he gonna try. Y'all got him up speaking, trying to tell y'all how to be a woman. That's just like white folk. We give them the permission to tell our stories. Woman king, we gave them permission to tell our stories, and half of it wasn't even true. Trying to take the blame off of them and put it on black folk, but y'all was selling your own people. So you off the hook. Right? And then she went on. White woman went on Lemon. What's that boy name? Donald Lemon, whatever. Down Lemon show, and he gave her the floor, and she spewed her poison, and he said absolutely nothing because he's a sellout. Those type people are going to die because they think white folk got their back. He married to a white man. Only time they allow you to get ahead in our community if you gay, if you work in their agenda, and if you're going against your own, and you cause them divide in your community. Oh, they love you. They'll give you extra money. They'll give you money all day long. But the ones that's trying to do it right, we ain't giving y'all nothing. Just like in slavery. They gave you an extra piece of pie because you turned in. Everybody was rising up against us. But I'm going to tell you what, how I keep telling you how to handle that. Oh, I'd have been rising up, but I'm going to tell you what, the dude that told, we're going to kill his whole family. And I guarantee you, not another black person would have opened their mouth when they would have saw us doing some dirt over here, or doing, not some dirt, but when they would have saw us trying to be free, he would have shut his mouth, went to bed. He would have said nothing. He would have known that if I open my mouth, my whole family going to die. So I'm going to just be quiet, mind my business. And that's what you should have did, because every revolt that happened, that didn't happen, that was planned to happen, a black person ran their mouth, got that extra piece of pie, and that revolt didn't happen because a black person ran their mouth. And they trained you well, Willie Lynch. Trained you well, black women, to come against your black sons and your black men. Oh, Willie Lynch was no joke. And don't you let them tell you it wasn't real. Willie Lynch was real. Real. And they'll tell you if they'll deny. You can deny whatever, but I'm looking at it. You're going to try to tell me, convince me the Willie Lynch didn't exist when I'm looking at the results of the Willie Lynch letter. Have you read the letter? Look at your community, black family, and they want to tell you it didn't exist. Oh, it existed. Willie Lynch existed. Look at the letter, read the letter, and look at your black community and tell me if it didn't. Because I wouldn't be seeing what I'm seeing. It's a disaster, and we're willing. And the next show I do, the next show, it's going to be good. We're leaving a mess to our children. We're leaving a horrible mess to our children, and we're not even trying to fix it. You 50, 60, 70 years old, you ain't even trying to fix that. You're not even trying to fix the problem. We see the issue. We see the racism in the medical field, in the housing, in owning your own business. We see it. It's all around you. You can't miss it. But what are we doing about it? Are we creating our own tables? No, you still begging them to sit at theirs. They put you on the floor, eat on the floor. And we go over there and sit down, eat on the floor, and they sitting at the table, and we can't even get to their tables. But you want to. And you be so happy. Then they give you a seat at their table. What can I do for you, master? How can I ruin my own community? What you need me to do? I'll do whatever you want me to do, master. I was a good nigga. And those people should be dealt with. Cayenne, Candace, they asses should be dealt with. I don't condone violence. I condone justice. When you come in our community and you act a fool and you go against your own, you're dangerous. You are dangerous. You're dangerous. But we allow them to just be. And she can go in there and impress white folk, work for white folk, and they dishing out that money, just dishing it out to her because she's making a fool out of us and herself. Tucker Carlson hate black folk, and he always got Candace on his show. Always got her on his show. Making a fool out of her and black people. And then you had Kanye West, and then asked, why is black folks so mad at Kanye West? You got a White Lives Matter shirt you wearing. What the hell? What's wrong with you? I don't think I need to read any of this. We don't even get it. They have been targeting black women since forever. in their facilities. We left our own black hospitals and went to their hospitals, their white hospitals. You left your black doctors. You left your black nurses. You left your black teachers. What happened to them? Did they take any of our black anybody and employ them? Hell to the no, they didn't. You left them over there. You left your schools to go over there and put your children in a school that treated your child like dirt. Have brainwashed your child against their own. I remember a time we was black and we was proud. Do you see that anymore? Black folk don't even want to be black. We marrying white women, whiting ourselves out, genociding ourselves, dummies. You're genociding yourself. We don't have sense enough to tell our boys stop doing that. You genociding yourself from babies. You should take these women and you show them a picture. These white women are very dangerous, son. You don't want to bring them home. These white men are very dangerous, baby. You want to mess with them. You don't want to bring them home. We don't tell our children that. We're, oh my God, I have a rainbow family. We got Germans in our family. We got Irish in our family. You are an idiot. You have no wisdom. And you got black folk proud to say they got Irish. We got white Irish. We got the Germans. We got the Russians. We got the Chinese in our family. We just have a rainbow family. Oh my God. And you didn't give up your blackness to be able to fit into their families. You've given up your blackness. Ain't nothing black about you. You don't even eat greens no more. You don't eat black eyed peas no more. You over there eating food that ain't salted because you want to fit in, because you cooking for them and they can't take no seasoning. So you cooking. You didn't forget all about your culture. You don't even eat sweet potato pie. You eat pumpkin pie now. You don't eat nothing black. I eat roast beef on Christmas. I eat mashed potatoes on Christmas. Need I say more? I'm going to go through some of the comments. Woo, boy. Yes. Hoover says, find them beautiful daughters, husbands. Tell them you need lots of grandbabies. Oh man. Yeah, you saw that video. Say no. Yeah, that's a disgusting video. I don't know if Jane Elliott, she does not. I keep telling you about these white folk, right? I do have one guy that I would trust, Dana Stevens. I would trust him. Jane Elliott does not believe in reparations. I wouldn't tell that white woman to speak for me for nothing. Seriously. Let me tell you something. Even remember in the Bible talked about the rich man. He said, can you send me back to talk to my family? He said, no, they wouldn't listen. We have people here that's speaking truth like myself and you Forecast and some others. Okay, Tan. Okay, Bakari. We have people that are telling them, but they're not listening. But those are the ones that you have. And I do believe that you're chosen from birth. I do believe that. And you have the ones that are chosen that are trying to do the work now. And I believe that it's going to take us doing the work. We're not going to get everybody. We know that. And the ones that we get, come on, let's build. And the ones that don't want to build, the hell with them. I ain't got no time. I have no time for them. I'm so busy over here trying to do my 5. I keep telling we need several streams of income. And I'm building that now. I'm telling you, we got to get busy. Well, I tell you. I'm reading these comments. Y'all funny. You know what? I'm not going to be on here. I don't think there's anything left to be said. I don't. I get so emotional. And doing these shows for me, it takes a lot out of me. I be just near tears doing these shows sometimes because I'm looking at what I see and it hurts so bad because most black folk don't see it. They don't see the fire. They don't even smell the damn smoke. And you be telling them. We be trying to tell them, and I'm probably need a battery for my charger. I don't think I have a charger right here, but I'm gonna get off because my battery is saying I need to charge it up. I didn't even charge it up. But most Black people don't even see the danger. They don't even know that they're in danger. They don't even smell the smoke. I see this. Black women 5 times more likely to die from pregnancy related whatever. And we know the reason. I had videos that I want to show behind this, but I see that I can't because of I had a lot of videos I want to show, and this was one of them. This is one. Childbirth is killing Black women, and here's why. Black women are 3 times more likely to die. They're saying 3 times, but it's 5 times. They keep saying 3 times, but I just read 5 times. They're never going to tell you the real. They're never going to tell you the truth anytime they open their mouth. You see these? You see these? I want y'all to pull them up, and I want y'all to read. I wanted to play a couple, but I couldn't play it because of my I don't know what's going on with it. Wouldn't more likely. Look, Black mothers in Philadelphia, Black areas, Illinois, New Jersey. I mean, these are nationwide. Nationwide. The Bronx. UK. Oh, UK is bad. Oh, the UK is bad. Okay, Black women turn to midwives. Okay, the doulas amidst disparities. Okay, now I like this one. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to even share it. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to play it, but I'm gonna stop sharing. But I want you guys to talk. I want y'all to we Black midwives and doulas amidst disparities. I'm just saying we need to really understand what's really going on, and we need to do better. We really need to do better. Okay, I'm not going to be on here long. Welcome, 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 everybody. Like and share, like and share. But got rich and died. Yeah, but we have to get busy building. Like I said, we're not going to get everybody. We can't just not do it. We got to get busy. We see the problem, but I don't understand why we're not doing anything. And the next show, I may be in tears next week because it's a show that's really off the chain. And it's talking about we're leaving a mess to our children. Our babies are dying, and we're not even. What are we doing? What do we put in place? White folk put generational stuff in place for their children. We're not putting anything in place for our children. We're not, which is sad. But I'm not going to hold you. I've already been on here long enough. I don't like to be on here hour and 2 hours. I got some planning to do for my trip. You know, I'm going to Africa end of the month. I'm leaving October 31st. So I got some more planning me and my daughter got to do today. So I need to get off of here and get the planning. So yeah, we're going to do some interviews there. We're going to talk to some Africans, and we're going to understand what's going on between African Americans and Africans. We are one, and I need them to understand that. We better learn today. We as a people gonna learn today. We better learn, because for what's coming on, what's getting ready to come down the pike, we're gonna need each other. I'm just gonna say it like that. But I got some planning to do. I'm gonna be off of here. But y'all gonna see me in Africa in another 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I think I got 2 weeks maybe. The 31st. The 31st, I will be on a plane. November 1st, I will be in Africa, and we're gonna be doing some things and some interviews, and we're gonna be talking to some people. So yeah, we got to get busy. We got some things to put in place before I leave. But yeah, it's time for us to do what we need to do. And I do believe that we're one, but we don't understand that we're one. You know, they've gotten us divided on what men and the women and African Americans and Africans and Caribbeans. We don't want to come together and build. That's crazy. Black folk don't like black folk. I mean, me and my husband, we was out eating on Friday, and you know, Black men, hey, y'all dapping each other and y'all speaking each other. Hey, how you doing? Blah blah. Black women walk past, and we say nothing. I look, try to make eye contact. They don't even look. They hold their head down, no speaking, no nothing. My husband noticed that. He said, "Why Black women y'all don't talk to each other? Y'all don't speak to each other." I said, "No, we don't." I said, even though I'll walk in the room and I'll say, "Hello, ladies. Hello, everybody." I'm leaving the gym the other night, and a Black woman come in. I say, "Hey, how you doing?" And she looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, "Look, you better look. Hey, how you doing?" I make them speak sometime. I don't care. I make them speak. But enough of that. I did not want to be on here long today, and 40 minutes is way over my time. Y'all know I don't like to do long shows at all. But thank you for joining. You didn't have to. You could have been doing some other stuff, but thank you. I appreciate you guys. But I'll see you next Sunday at 1 o'clock. I think 12 or 1 o'clock. 12 o'clock, I think it is for next Sunday. And I'm going to try to do next on Sundays at 12. So peace, you guys. Have a great one. I think somebody is coming on after me. Probably Bakari, or somebody's coming on at 3, I'm sure. But love you guys and thank you so much. And I hope you guys have thought about what we talked about and we got to put some things in place. We have to. But my email, you guys, is raminthebush@gmail.com. It's REALM in the bush @gmail.com. Peace, family. Have a good one. I'm out.